Alrighty, ladies and gents, welcome to the podcast. We've got a first in-house guest today. This gentleman right here, his name is Aven Fletcher. He is a WBFF muscle model, and he's on the way to pro. Is that right?
On that way, trying hard. Don't worry.
So tell me, Aven,
Yes.
what is a WBFF muscle model? I got it right.
Yes, muscle model. So it's World Beauty, Fitness and Fashion. Muscle model is I suppose their biggest male category.
Yeah.
Not as in like how many competitors, but as in like size. So size of competitors.
Yep.
There's no weight categories, but it's about being aesthetic. You know, having a good shape, not just being a big bulk monster like you might see like in the pros in like IFBB, like Mr. Olympia.
Yep.
It's not looking like that. Looking aesthetic. Have more of a Arnold Schwarzenegger type look. Good condition, but when the beauty and fitness and fashion comes into it, is also having a type of model look and presenting really well, having that marketability is what they like to use a lot.
Okay. So it's not just about being gigantic.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Well, I think the Arnold Schwarzenegger look is still the best look.
100%.
It has been.
100%.
Yeah, and everyone agrees on that. Arnie looked awesome. You're definitely looking more awesome than me today, as you can see. I don't even think my forearms. I think you've got bigger forearms than me, even though I'm an arm wrestler.
But baseball player, ex-baseball player. So I'm gonna have forearms as well, so it's okay.
It's all good. It makes sense. Then. Well, we might have to get you on the table later on. But what I wanted to talk about specifically, Aven, today was a few things that are in parallel between the world of arm wrestling, which is where I'm from, and your side of things. So how long have you been, first of all, in this game? How long have you been doing this?
So fitness industry itself, 10 years.
Yep.
I'm PT by trade. I started PT about 10 years ago.
Yep.
Competitive wise, so competing bodybuilding, I've only been competing for 5.
Yep.
Or 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So.
And were you always into fitness and that sort of stuff prior, or was it?
100%. I mean, because like I said, I used to play baseball. I've played pro baseball as well. So I played in America. I've played for our country. So I mean, I've been an athlete since I was 9, basically. Representative all the way through teenager. So the fitness just kind of came more of a self-learning aspect for myself to help with baseball.
Yep. And
then just kind of progressed into a bit more of that, and then 5-6 years later, I might look competing. So it was kind of for me natural progression.
Yeah, nice. Oh, awesome. So I've been in arm wrestling for 6 years, and in that time, a lot of the things that I found really easy have been in the training room. The things that I find difficult are in the nutrition department, which obviously to achieve what you need to do in your profession and sport, you need to be on point with your nutrition. Tell me about your experiences in starting this. Was it hard to get on point with nutrition in the early days?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, realistically, nutrition is probably most people's biggest problem.
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
Food's great. Let's be real. Food is great. When I first started, when I first started PTing stuff like that, like knowledge-wise, the basic knowledge out there is pretty rough and not very accurate.
Yep.
So I mean, I used to think what was clean was not really clean, and biggest thing for me was the amounts I thought I had to eat.
Mm.
So back when I first started getting into fitness, like the amount of food I was eating compared to now was significantly less.
Yeah,
and what you don't realize is, most people realize, especially when they start getting into the gym properly, is that how much food they actually do require for the body to function properly.
Mm.
So that's probably one of the biggest things I've learned.
Under eating, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. For me, so a lot of people hear that a man's supposed to be 1,800 calories, a female, I think it's 15, is the general guidelines, which if you start doing anything slightly fitness-wise, you got to spike that.
Yeah.
So for me, like 2,000 calories is basically starving myself.
So yeah, I think that I probably I just tend to eat to appetite these days. I've been through periods where I counted macros and calories, and depending on different goals, right now I just eat to appetite, which probably is about the 3,500, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Given the amount of I train daily for sort of 2 hours a day, and that's about where I'm at. But Yeah, for me, I can say I've been guilty in the past. When I try to cut weight, I just restrict and I get it wrong.
Clean it up.
I've always got extreme. I've just got like super
all
low
in,
calorie,
all out.
no carb, a lot. Just get rid of it, and I feel flat. I feel terrible, and it's probably not the way. But this is kind of a yin and yang here, you and me, of nutrition discipline, because I'm someone, like I said. I've been lazy. I've often wondered what would I be like as an athlete if I actually did get my nutrition on point for an extended period of time.
It is a big one.
Yeah,
100%. Like I am, for example, like my nutrition. Even though I'm bulking at the moment, and this is about as bulky as I get, like fatness wise, let's go with that.
Yep.
That's a terrible word for it, but condition wise, that's about as fluffy as I get. I'm still always on. I'm always on point. So my calories have increased.
Yep.
100%. Like I'm up at 4,500, 5,000 at the moment calories a day. But the food's still clean and I still count. So I don't know if I promote counting for anyone, because sometimes it can be also unhealthy habit counting.
Yeah.
But I'm always hitting a certain amount of food to require for what I'm doing every day.
And I imagine you would have become quite instinctive on your numbers now. You don't need to put in everything. You kind of have a gut feel for things.
I can, definitely. I don't like to, only because that's a little OCD of me. It's a little more habit of I record everything now. But I can definitely look at a meal and go, that's roughly what that is. And I can, if I really wanted to, I could probably back it off the counting and just gut feeling it. Yeah. But I just find to be consistently accurately. That's the one I wanted. Sorry, pre-workout's still going in. I like to count because I can be a lot more accurate, and I find consistency. Because if I'm really consistent at that pretty exact amount of calories and macros, then when I modify and manipulate them, a lot more happens. Yeah,
it's noticeable then, hey? Yeah, for sure. Well, for me, my weakness in the nutrition department is sugar. I'm definitely someone... I've turned a blind eye to sugar. I've just said, look, it's all right.
It's delicious.
It's delicious. And I've still got a few kilos to spare in this weight category that I'm in.
It's bulking season, right?
Yeah, but one thing that I'd love to know your opinion on strength in relation to nutrition during different periods of time, whether you're in a bulking season with more carbs or you're going low carb. Because for me, I've competed dehydrated and low carb, and I've competed eating everything under the sun. And competing eating everything under the sun for me in a strength sport felt amazing. Competing depleted felt just rubbish. So how do you feel in your different seasons in relation to your strength?
Very similar, actually, to be honest. Like me at the moment, very energetic, feel great in the gym, strong, strength progressively getting better every week, can go long sessions, feel a lot better compared to when I compete and I'm, a couple weeks out and I feel like death. Like I was talking to some people today and there's a slight increase of a walkway to the bathrooms at like a shopping centre. Yeah. And I notice when I'm depleted, that slight elevation, and I'm talking like it's barely noticeable. I notice. You feel like that's how depleted I get, and it's hard to do anything when you're like that, Gym wise, you're just running through the motions almost anything more than anything else, and life is tough.
See, I get again when I'm coming back to my own situation as to I'm trying to get you to convince me that what I'm doing is wrong, basically, because I keep on giving myself the excuse that I'll be stronger if I'm just eating everything. Like in your experience, are you just as strong, or are you stronger even when you're clean eating compared to rubbish eating? What do you see that in your clients? Like, because remembering that I'm in a competitive strength sport, I've got to stay as strong as I possibly 100%. Can.
I think personally, you possibly might be stronger with a cleaner diet, but it'd be, to be honest, it'd possibly be marginal if it is, because a cleaner diet does mean your insides are going to work a lot more efficiently, which means you're going to recruit nutrients into your body a little better. So you probably realistically get to be a little bit stronger. How much extra stronger? Yeah. It'd be really hard to tell.
A clean diet, not necessarily, maybe just a neat calorie surplus of a couple hundred calories or something above what I need, and just taking out the sugar would probably lean me up pretty significantly anyway. Just taking out the sugar, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised at how much weight you can lose just by cleaning a diet up. Like, because there's a lot of foods out there you don't realize can really rack up really quickly, and you modify that slight little bit, and a whole lot can happen. You know, one of the big ones that people don't think about is milk drinks.
Yep.
So like iced coffees and stuff like that. Very huge killer of weight, because you take them out, you can lose kilos, especially if you're a person who has them once or twice a day.
Yeah, well, I drink a lot of coffee, and my weakness has always been liquid sugar. So
soft drink?
Yeah, drink. Soft drink is where it's at for me. Red Bulls, things like that. So combinations of sugar and caffeine, but like for me, the thing is, I think everybody knows the answer. Everyone knows the answer of how to eat well. We all have that, I think, that instinct inside us, knowing this is rubbish.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this? And we should do it. I just feel like I need to check myself into like a hunter-gatherer land. For a while.
just live off the land a little bit or something like that. You know?
We do it here at home. We are slowly turning our backyard. We've got fruit trees. We've got vegetable patch. We've got everything. We want to be self-sufficient. So, but it's probably 12 months away with all the fruit trees we've landed. But
actually growing.
Because I know when I grew up as a kid, it was awesome. Whenever I had a sugar craving, it was just go to a fruit tree in the backyard.
Yep.
And a piece of fruit is better than a Coke.
100%. But that's the thing, like you still need a little bit of sugar in your diet. Like you see these people like, oh, I'm going to go on the no sugar diet, or whatever one of those diets is. Like, your brain needs sugar to actually function properly. So cutting sugar out completely is not ideal either, but again, it's just picking better sugars and processed ones, having that little bit of fruit. Fantastic, but you still remember that it's still sugar. So you get the other people, the other side of the spectrum, where people go, I'm gonna have all the fruit in the world. It's like, well, that is still sugar.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure you're processing that sugar.
yeah. Man, tell me about supplements. Do you take any supplements in support of your regime?
Yes, I do. I do like them, but I think for general population, it's not necessarily needed.
Yep.
They're a 1%er.
Yep.
You're not going to take a pre-workout and all of a sudden it's going to change your whole physique, despite what a lot of the labeling says. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I like some of the like labeling, like hypo or killed or something like that. It's great. So I do take supplements, but it's a 1%er. I mean, I take protein every day, but I have almost 300 grams of protein a day. So, and I don't eat a lot of meat.
Yep.
So for me to get that,
and supplements are exactly that, and a lot of them, especially protein, I mean, they're just a supplement in the true tradition of the word, in the meaning of the word. There, I've seen in supplement stores, you can go and look at one that'll be described as a bulker in the market, and then you'll look at a women's meal replacement, and it's marketed towards weight loss, and you turn them around and look at them, and they've got the exact same macro ratio. It's how you use them, not what they are.
100%.
And they give you. I found that they often give you the mental edge as well. Like, they just prepare me.
Yeah, I mean, pre-workouts I do like in that retrospect, like, because they do have obviously the mental stimulus aspect of them. I mean, if you're had a huge day at work and you're not feeling great to go to the gym, a little pre-workout might be not too a bad idea, because get you mentally alert and you get to hit a good session. Despite all the other stuff they reckon they can do for you, it's all 1%. That might be the one thing that might be actually substantially.
Well, in my world of arm wrestling, at the big events, at nationals, at world championships, all those sorts of things, they're drug tested events, and some of the pre-workouts we can't do it.
100%.
Like, and you think, ooh, gee whiz. So
false positive.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it kind of bugs me. That's a whole nother topic. How some of the most basic supplements on the planet, like I can't take a cold flu tablet. When I'm at comp, and you just think, well, really? Really? Is that really going to change the game? Really taking a quadra cold? But anyway, but that's another topic. But for me, I pre-workout, I take it just prior to a comp. For me, like I go through maybe some seasons where I really enjoy taking pre-workout training, but I find it wears off pretty quickly. I get used to it within a week or two. I'm like, it's not doing much anymore. No point in this anymore. But if I have a month off, come back and hit one, I'm up till 2 a.m.
It's just the adrenal fatigue, and that's your adrenals get used to it, and they you need more to obviously keep it going. So that's why having that time off is actually really good for pre-workout, which I should probably take my own advice there.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to now go to your training regime specifically for size, because again, when in the contrast of arm wrestling, I actually want to stay small but strong.
Yep.
I'm not in the open weight super heavies or anything like that, which those guys just get as big as they possibly can. But I'm sticking to weight categories, but I want to be as strong as possible. Is it the other way where you're trying to be like, is size your biggest priority?
Definitely not. Like I said, especially the category I'm aiming for. Being much bigger than me myself at the moment is because I'm actually on the bigger end of the scale when it comes to my category anyway.
Yep.
You know, so being much bigger than me now would be I have to look at almost a whole different federation, and I don't want to be that big.
Yep.
You know, I don't want to be unmovable, and I can't touch my own backside or anything like that. That's just too big for me. So size is definitely not the main issue. It's I still want to work in proportions.
Yep.
So maybe like working on a slightly bigger delt cap or slightly bigger legs here and there. Yeah, but for me, it's and then that's where it comes to more working on proportions, not so much size.
I have a personal goal of making my forearm bigger than my calf muscles.
That'd be pretty cool. The straight Popeye.
Yeah, you can tell I don't train legs very often. That's even a debate in the strength world, whether having some decent sized legs, the hormone benefits from that, whether that translates to better strength, or for me, I'm like, extra 5-10 kilos on my legs puts me up a weight category, and my forearm's still the same size.
Is it worth it?
Yeah,
that is a big one, isn't it? Like I'm definitely a huge preacher of, for bodybuilders, make sure they train the legs, because if your legs get bigger, your upper body will naturally kind of go with that, where it won't go the other way around.
Yeah,
I know the science behind that, but that's something I've just noticed and seen somewhere.
Well, it's true. I haven't actively trained legs in about 7 years, and it definitely shows. I mean, I got skinny legs, but I'm not a big person in any way, shape or form, but my hand and wrist, that's all I really care about. Like, my training literally is 80% hand and wrist. Everything else is whatever. Yeah, well, you
gave me a little play that spring earlier, and that was a bit rough.
Showed you what it was about. So, arm wrestling, have you taken part in any arm wrestling before? Or you get
proper arm wrestling?
Or any form of arm wrestling?
Oh, yeah. What man hasn't once upon a time in their life, but not for a lot of years.
I imagine you get called out a bit just from random people. Yeah,
a lot. I get called out a lot. Have not taken part in an actual arm wrestle probably since I was a teenager, to be honest. Just for me, it's not a true test of strength for my own thing. Yeah, and because I know someone who, for example, you would destroy me. Yeah, and that's what I say. So it's not because someone is just trying to call me out because I'm a big fella and they want to try and prove that they're stronger or something like that. Probably are. Yeah.
That's it. I think that arm wrestling is a sport that the vast majority of the population doesn't know that exists in any sort of professional capacity. So a lot of people just kind of see arm wrestling as just a little bit of an ego sort of test. And this little secret world of arm wrestling professionals that I'm in, it's for me, it's totally different. Like, I'm not interested in arm wrestling big guys at all, mainly because I don't want to see someone injured.
Yeah. You would destroy me.
Like, I would not be getting into the ring with a professional boxer just because I'm bigger than him or something like that. It's crazy. So, yeah. Awesome. Well, man, where to from here with the WBFF? What have you got on this year? Anything?
So I'll be looking at competing in October, which will be in the Gold Coast. So Gold Coast show. That's my only comp this year. I had 2 last year, but this will be my only just 1 this year. Take it a bit easier because it takes your toll. Yep. Prepping does take a toll.
And you're a personal trainer as well?
100%, yeah. Personal trainer. Unstoppable Creations is my business name. Yep. You can find me on Facebook. Unstoppable Creations.
And you're obviously local here in Brisbane as well. So you train at, you got a few gyms you train at.
Oh, I train at, but I'll be working out of World Gym Ipswich.
World Gym Ipswich, awesome, massive gym. I'm signing up. Quite literally, I'm signing up for that gym.
It's gonna be a badass gym. Yeah. I'm pretty excited. Like, it opens 19th of April, and I'm excited to have it open. Awesome. It's gonna be awesome.
Awesome, Aven, well, man, thank you very much for coming on to the show today. I really appreciate hearing your insight into discipline. Like I said, totally opposite from me, man. So, but not that I don't think that I should be like that. So, anyway.
All good, my pleasure, brother. Thanks for having me on.
Cheers, yeah. All right, thanks, guys. Cheers for watching. But go on that safe angle, go hard, and I'll just hold.
You've been trying?
That was about 40%. Good stuff. There you go.